Hi everybody, it's Jennifer from Rainbow Room. I'm just here this morning to do our first day of the 23-day giveaways and tutorial. So every day in December before Christmas, we're going to go over a few things that we have in the store that you can give away as gifts and hopefully do a quick little tutorial for you, so using some of the products that we're going to go over. And we're also going to be giving away prizes. So if you comment on our live video, you're going to be entered to win Redken product. Yeah, so I'm going to get started. I'm here a little bit early today and we have a really busy Saturday. That's why this is the only time we could do it. So I'm going to try and talk before my coffee, so that should be great. What I wanted to do today was go over our Flatirons that we have available at the salon. So the first one is the Chi. Everybody knows about Chi Flatirons. They kind of changed the world when they came out. The main feature with a Chi iron, and something that you always want to look for when buying a Chi iron, because there is a lot of knockoffs on the market, is that it has this. So many knockoff Chis will not have this on the cord. It's a surge protector to protect your flat iron in case of a surge. So the nice thing about the Chi Flatirons is they have ceramic plates, which are these gold, and they're heat sensing. So they actually sense the inner temperature of your hair to give the correct temperature, so they'll never burn your hair and they'll never overheat. There's a special little heat regulator in the flat iron that stops it from melting your hair. So that is why it does not have a temperature dial, so it's just an on and an off button. So that is the Chi. And we sell these for $129. So you can come in and have a Chi flat iron or give it as a gift or put it on your Christmas list. $129. We also have these mini teeny travel irons, and they come with a mini firewall. These are priced at $59. What's great about having a mini flat iron is A, it's not going to take up a whole bunch of space in your bag when you are traveling, and B, it's dual voltage. So if you are going to Europe or anywhere where you're going to have a 220 plug, you actually have to have a special hot tool flat iron blow dryer that is dual voltage. So this means that you can switch it from voltage to voltage. Otherwise what happens is, remember we talked about the heat regulator in the Chi? It actually fries the heat regulator and your hair will melt off. So I don't know if anybody has ever traveled and you've gone somewhere and all of a sudden you come home and your bangs are crispy. That is because you didn't have a dual voltage tool. So always check all your curling irons and flat irons and blow dryers and make sure that they are dual voltage before using one of those adapters and just plugging it in. So we also have the Midnight Heat flat iron by AG. These are our stylist's favorite flat irons. What we like about them is they have a temperature control in them. So you can change the temperature and adjust it depending on the thickness of your hair. So if you have fine hair that maybe is a little bit fragile, like you've bleached it, you do not need to go at 450 and singe it like crazy. So I have really coarse, thick hair. So for me, I like it to be hot. But if you have fine hair, make sure you turn it down. You don't ever really need to be over 300, but we're stylists, we're addicted to our heat. So, so this one has the temperature gauge on it, an on and off button, and it also has a timer. So it'll turn off. So if you're leaving the house and you're like, oh, did I turn my flat iron off? And you don't remember, and then you either phone your husband or you phone your boyfriend, you go home, and this one, you don't have to worry. It won't burn your house down. It'll automatically turn off. I think it's after 90 minutes. So that's really great. It also has like this silicone rubber on it. So it slips through the hair if you're going to use it for curling. And I'm going to be demoing that in a few minutes here. So there you go. So the AG flat iron, this one is $119. So our flat irons are very reasonably priced, and we always make sure that we only carry hot tools that have a 1-year warranty. So if you buy a hot tool from us, you can guarantee that if something goes wrong, just come on in. If we have one on our shelf, we'll get you a new one and get you going with a new hot tool. Okay, so for the tutorial today, I'm going to use the AG Flatiron to do a Flatiron curl. I'm going to do it on my own head because I'm filming this by myself and I wasn't sure how I was going to like change it for the mannequin. So hopefully it goes well. I don't end up like that girl on Ellen where her hair melts off. Just kidding. Okay, so anytime you're using a Flatiron or hot tool, you want to make sure that you're using a thermal protector. So a thermal protector keeps your hair from cooking basically and protects it. This one I believe goes up to 450. It's the Lanza Flatiron Heat Styling Thermal Defense Spray. We love this one because it's not sticky. It's really light. It like goes into your hair. I don't know if you've ever used a thermal protector where it's like you feel like you have 10 pounds of hairspray in it. Another reason to use a thermal protector instead of a hairspray when you're Flatiron or using hot tools is the main ingredient in hairspray is alcohol. So if you remember that girl on Ellen while her hair fell out, it's because she sprayed her hair with alcohol, wrapped it in a hot tool, and basically the alcohol burned off and melted off her hair. So that's one of the reasons. The reason number two, and my amazing educator Sylvain from Goldwell taught me this, or KMS actually I think he works for. He told me that when you hairspray something, it's a very firm hold. It sticks the hair, it has all these little networks of bonds. So when you curl your hair with it, it looks nice and crunchy and it holds. But as soon as you rub your hands through it or touch it, you're breaking all of those little bonds, and what happens is then you get no hold. Whereas a Flatiron spray, they're designed to be flexible and actually hold the shape from the inside. So you're gonna get longer results with what you're doing if you use a Flatiron spray instead of a hairspray. Hairspray is more for finishing the style and keeping it from getting flyaways. It's not for the actual curling process. All right, so the first thing I did is I turned on my Flatiron. So it just has a button right here. And then I turned it up because I have really thick hair. And I know I don't need it at 450, and we teach you not to do it at 450, but for me, I love 450. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna take this section here. I've already curled my whole head so that it's not gonna not match for the rest of the day, because I do have a client coming in here in a few minutes. So you just want to do a few sprays, and it's dry already. Like my hair, even though that seemed wet, it's completely dry. It feels smooth, so it's gonna help with me pulling it through the Flatiron, which is why we like this AG Flatiron for curling, because it has the smooth things. So I like to curl, I always curl back. So on this side I curl this way, so I'll hold the Flatiron this way, and on this side I like to curl this way. So I'm gonna do this section. The larger the section, the tighter the curl, and the slower you go with the Flatiron, the tighter you curl. So if you want really big loose waves, do a bigger section and go through a little bit faster. That being said, you also, when you're taking a bigger section, you have to make sure that that the heat is penetrating through the whole section. So if you're doing it and you're not getting results, you might have to take a little bit smaller section and go a little bit faster, and then you'll get waves. All right, so you want to take the hair and wrap it around one time and do one full revolution. And then basically the hair is just coming straight out, and you just pull. So you can see you'll get a nice beautiful curl like that. So another trick to making sure that your curls last a really, really long time, like all night if you're going to a Christmas party, is don't touch them till they're 100% cold. So we just curled this one. It's still very, very, very warm. So it's not how you heat the hair up, but how you cool the hair down that's gonna make your curls and your style last a really long time. So what I would recommend is curl your entire head, look like Curly Sue, and then after, if you want it to be more of a wave, just brush your hands through it. You could use like a dry wax or a sea salt spray to kind of like make the curl settle just a little bit. So this is still just a little bit warm. So you just want to leave it while that's happening. If your hair is really fine and you don't get a lot of hold to your curl, you can actually set it in the shape. So what you would do to do that is after it's hot, you would spiral the curl around and get a little clip and hold it like that while it's cooling. Again, 100% cold. Go, you know, put your makeup on, brush your teeth, whatever you need to do to not touch it, and then let it go, and you'll get like super strong, super voluminous curls. All right, so I'm cool now. So now I'll brush through, and you can see it's like a nice wave. You don't have to brush through that aggressively, but I like my curls to be super soft, and I'm always touching my hair, so if I leave it too curly, it's only gonna last like, it just doesn't suit me because I'm always touching my hair. So I hope that everybody had fun watching today. Hi Tula, thanks for commenting. You get to enter to win. So hopefully other people comment on our video, and tomorrow we'll do another one. I'm going to a Christmas party tonight, so should be eventful tomorrow. I should be up and at her really early. And yeah, so have a really great day, and keep watching for the rest of our tutorials and the rest of all of our gifts and stuff we're going to be giving away. Bye everybody!